So let me just say, first off, Merry Christmas to everybody. I am so thankful for you. And this last year with Study the Great Books has been just huge, just utterly huge. We have grown so much, and we've gotten so many new subscribers and had so many likes and hits and all those kind of things. I'm just blown away by it. And those of you who have decided to go to the next mile with us and become a paid subscriber, I mean, I just want to say you've honestly made a huge difference in my family's life. And so we're just so grateful for you, grateful for this community that we're building with Study the Great Books. So blessed to be hearing from people literally all over the world that they are using this as homeschool resources. They're using it for personal study and learning, using this in classrooms all around the world. It's just kind of, it's so humbling to me for this to have made that kind of an impact. And so I'm just blessed, and I want you to know I'm blessed, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart and tell you Merry Christmas. So I want to continue to grow Study the Great Books, not only for my own benefit, but for others. I want to bless other people. And so one of the ways that we're going to do that this year is we are starting some live online book clubs for paid subscribers. So in 2026, we are going to start doing two different book clubs on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Arizona time or Mountain Standard Time. And watch for the changes there, because Arizona actually doesn't change with daylight savings time, so that can mess with people a little bit. But that is the plan. And so what we're going to do is on Tuesdays we're going to do a nonfiction book club, and on Thursdays we're going to do a fiction book club. So we will be reading works of all kinds. For our nonfiction book club, we're going to be doing works of history, philosophy, theology, just kind of across the board. So you can expect to see things like doing selected lives from Plutarch's lives. We're going to do things like reading some Platonic dialogues. We might read Athanasius on the Incarnation. We might read Consolation of Philosophy by Boethius, and even study books of the Bible. So lots and lots of obviously endless choices that we can choose from, but you can just expect that our Tuesday nonfiction book club will be kind of across the spectrum, both of time, the ancient world, the medieval world, the modern world, and just great works of nonfiction all across the board. And then again, Thursdays, we're going to start doing our fiction book club. And our fiction book club, again, we're going to go from the ancient world. So we might read ancient Babylonian things like Gilgamesh. We're going to read things from the Greek and Roman world. We might read some Homer or some Pliny and Livy. Sorry, those would be the nonfiction. But I think I'm thinking of Virgil. That's the word I want. We're going to do some Virgil. And just lots of things. We'll read some Beowulf, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, maybe some Dickens and Austen and C.S. Lewis, just all kinds of good stuff. And so I'm really excited to be able to offer this. Obviously, there's a never-ending bottom of that barrel we will never scratch, but we're going to have fun reading books that are worth reading and reading them together and in community. One of the things I'm really excited about this is to just get to know some of you better, is get to have a kind of a vibrant community where we get to interact and discuss these great books with one another. And one of the things that I have learned as I have studied the great books and as I have gone through my own personal education is that I far from know everything. I don't know anything hardly. And so, even though I've had all these years of reading great books and writing great books curriculum, I'm constantly amazed by the insights of others, people with different backgrounds and experiences and education. And so I'm really excited to hear from you as you join in on these book clubs and share your insights and your thoughts and your comments, because I know that I'm going to learn so much from you, and I hope I can be a blessing to you as well. And so to start off these two book clubs, we're going to, on our Tuesday book club, our nonfiction book club, we're going to begin that on January 20th, again, 7 p.m. Arizona time or Mountain Standard Time. And the first book that we're going to do, because I've had people reaching out wanting to do this one, we're going to do The Abolition of Man by C.S. Lewis. And so we're going to have a good time diving into that work. The Abolition of Man is one of C.S. Lewis's. Um, I think it's probably his most important book, to be honest. I think that as much as I love the whole canon of C.S. Lewis, this book is just basically almost prophetic, and we're seeing things happening in our own day and age that Lewis called years before. And so it is a defense kind of the need for what we would call a classical education, a true liberal arts education. And it's also a warning about what happens when we move away from that and embrace a kind of progressive modernist scheme of education and abandoning things like truth, goodness, and beauty as real things. And so, if you've never read The Abolition of Man, I'm telling you, if you care about education, if you care about the liberal arts and all of that, you need to read The Abolition of Man. And so this is going to be a fantastic book club to start with. And again, so January 20th, 7 p.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time, we will kick off our book club with The Abolition of Man. And I will be sending out links. I will be putting on the Substack information about how to get signed up. We'll do a sign up genius or something along those lines to get people kind of pre-registered for it. I'm still trying to decide on the very best medium for doing these book clubs. Obviously, the Substack live stream is cool for this kind of thing, but not great for interaction. So I'm looking at Google Meet and some other platforms. Would love your feedback on that. If you have used ones that you think are really good for this kind of thing, let me know. But I'll get that hammered out really soon and make sure the information gets out to you so that you know how to join and become part of the book club. And then again, so Tuesdays, the nonfiction book club, starting with C.S. Lewis's Abolition of Man on January 20th. The Thursday book club that we're going to be doing will be our fiction book club. And we are going to start off with H.G. Wells's The Time Machine. And again, we will kick that off on January 22nd, again, 7 p.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. And the reason I chose to do this one, I mean, the whole world of fiction, why in the world would I choose to do H.G. Wells' The Time Machine? Well, first of all, it's a great story. It's a great story in its own right. But the thing I would want to say is that it is got a really interesting literary connection to The Abolition of Man. If you've read my introduction for both of those books, you will note that I've pointed that out before. But it is really fascinating. I think, honestly, that C.S. Lewis had some of the ideas presented in The Time Machine as something of a sparring partner in his Abolition of Man. And I think also that The Time Machine is actually a fairly prescient view of things as well, in a sense. Like it has kind of an what I would call a negative eschatology or a pessimistic eschatology. It's kind of like, what can we expect the future to be like if we if we accept Darwinism and we think that that's true, and we no longer believe that humanity is a thing worth preserving in itself. So anyway, these two books will pair really well together. So in case you want to or able to do both book clubs, the Tuesday nonfiction book club and the Thursday fiction book club, these will go really well together. They'll make a really great conversation piece between each other. But even if you can just only do one or the other, they're both very well worth your time. And again, after we finish those books, we'll just pick something else and dive into something else worth reading. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to get into that. So let's see here. So yeah, this is going to be a benefit for paid subscribers. And so if you are not a paid subscriber, sorry, we have lots and lots and lots of free resources on Study the Great Books. We want to be a blessing to everybody and as much as we can. But we also want to add value to those who have chosen to kind of take the next step and support Study the Great Books by being a paid subscriber. One of the things that we want to say about our Study the Great Books paid subscriptions is that it's a really great value as is. For $5 a month or $50 a year, you're getting early digital access to our curriculum as it's being built, kind of in the the beta and pre-publication phases. And so very usable, lots of people using our material already in that format all over the place. And so it's a really good deal. I mean, there's nowhere else you can go to any other classical Christian curriculum house and get as much access to as much curriculum for that price. It's just not a thing. So we think we have a really good benefit here, but we want to add more. We want to add more benefits. So again, these book clubs will be for paid subscribers. And if you want to join in with us, I've got kind of a good deal for you. So we are going to do a 12 days of Christmas sale. And so the 12 days of Christmas starts, of course, on Christmas Day, December 25th, and go through January 5th. And we are going to be offering a 12% discount during that time for those who want to become a paid subscriber. You can keep that discount as long as you keep your paid subscription. It will never change. It will never go up or anything like that. And again, gets you access to the pre-pub curriculum, the PDFs of our material as it's kind of becoming available and becoming more and more polished, very usable. And then you can join these book clubs. And so we would really, really love to have you. And in addition to the Christmas sale, the 12% off during the 12 days of Christmas, we're also going to do a Christmas giveaway. So paid subscribers will be automatically entered to win. And so if you subscribe during that time before the last day of the 12 days of Christmas, you are entered to win. And what we're going to do is that on that last day of Christmas, we are going to do a drawing, and one person is going to win and get to pick 3 items of their choice from studythegreatbooks.com. And so if you've been around for a while, you're familiar that we have the Substack, stgb.substack.com, but we also have kind of our sales website of studythegreatbooks.com, where our finished and finalized products are starting to appear. And so that's just growing and growing and going to grow leaps and bounds, I think, in 2026. But we have a good number of items there. Like we just released A Christmas Carol, both the annotation edition and also the study guide. We have Billy Budd Sailor by Herman Melville over there. We have Dracula. We have Macbeth. We also have our Commonplace book over there. So anyway, any of those things will be up for grabs for the winner of our 12 days of Christmas giveaway. They'll be able to pick the 3 of their choice, and we will send them to them. But you've got to be a paid subscriber to kind of get in on that and be in the running. So yeah, so that's kind of what we've got going on. I'm really excited about this next year for Study the Great Books. Just being able to grow our community, being able to get to know people better, be able to have great conversations about great books, and not only that, but being able to just kind of continue to push into new areas and make the great books available to more people all around the world. We're also planning to do more giveaways in 2026 than we ever have before. We've already given away some pretty great stuff. We've got winners who have won the collected poetry of Tolkien. We even gave away an entire Great Books of the Western World set, a 60-volume set, not too long ago. We've done a lot of fun stuff like that, and we're going to do a lot more over the next year. We just want to encourage you to read great books, and we want you to be to receive all the resources you need to be able to do that and to do that well. So I thank you guys so much for joining on this short little live stream. I hope that you will reach out to me about joining in and joining one of our book clubs. Again, just in brief, our Tuesday book clubs will be nonfiction. Our Thursday book clubs will be fiction. And we're going to start them off on January 20th, Tuesday, January 20th, with The Abolition of Man, and January 22nd with The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. So I hope you can join us for those. And you all have a wonderful, Merry Christmas. And again, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you all very, very much. God bless you. Have a great day.